value, real values, the real deal.
Call 1-800-681-5767.
It's a legal battle between weight loss drug makers. Novo Nordisk, the maker of Wegovy, is suing Zepbound manufacturer Eli Lilly. Novo Nordisk claims Eli Lilly's advertising claims are deceptive. At issue are ads that say patients on Zepbound lost more weight than those taking Wegovy. Novo Nordisk is arguing those claims are based on comparing the highest doses of Zepbound to the lowest doses of Wegovy. Company wants Eli Lilly to pull the ads and issue new ones with correct information.
Divorce rates have been steadily declining over the past 4 decades in the U.S. In 2023, about 1/3 of Americans who have ever been married had gotten a divorce. Well, experts say the emotional and mental toll can be similar to mourning a death. Mandy Gaither talks to a psychologist about how to get through the grief of divorce.
You thought it was forever, but sometimes life leads you down a different path, and suddenly the future you pictured gets fuzzy.
Whether someone wants a divorce or not, there's a heavy toll because you spent X amount of years with this person.
Psychologist Shavonna Childs with Cleveland Clinic says any routine is hard to break, and that includes marriage. Experts say divorce can lead to depression, loneliness, isolation, self-esteem issues, and other psychological distress.
This is a relationship we're choosing to let go. And depending on the era that we grew up, if we're told that we stay married for life, we could also be dealing with some stigma, and that can take a mental toll on us as well.
Childs says it's okay to grieve the loss of a marriage, even when you know it's the best thing for you. She says a therapist can help and recommends getting an individual one separate from any marriage counseling you may have tried, and have a good support system, whether that's a religious leader, positive family member, or friends. She says it's also important to be present in the moment. Journaling, grounding yourself, and being in nature can allow for that. Childs says it's also the time to figure out who you are again, but take it one day at a time and do the things that feel most genuine to you.
You have to be the most important person in your life, so you have to take care of that person first.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Simply spending some time outdoors may improve your mental health. According to a new study, being outside in spaces like forests, parks, and gardens can lower anxiety, depression, and your heart rate. Even just being near water can help you relax and improve your mood. If you live in a city, be sure to seek out green spaces like parks and gardens.
And now, KY3 First Alert Weather.
Well, your sweatcast today, no surprise. Sweaty to dangerous across the Ozarks. It's gotten a bit better as we've moved into the afternoon in some of our northern counties. Just a bit sticky to still sweaty at times, all thanks to a cold front. Heading into the evening, though, still dangerous by around 7 o'clock as we head into northern Arkansas with higher humidity. And then tomorrow, we'll actually add in some comfy conditions. Comfy to a little sticky. It's just going to feel a lot better than today. Today, cold front moving on through, and it has brought a few showers and thunderstorms. Back over into Oregon County, we are looking at a thunderstorm passing through Job, heading over towards Myrtle. Couch got in on a bit of some heavy rain, a little bit of lightning there. Greer, Alton getting in on a little bit of rain. And then back over here towards Peel, Bergman getting in on some moderate to brief heavy rain as well. Bull Shoals, a quick passing shower there as well. And as we head into the next couple of days, we'll be dry for your Wednesday. Small rain chance Thursday, especially in some of our northern counties. And then our best chance will be Friday. Some may linger into Saturday morning, and then we'll be mostly dry into the start of next week. I'll get out of the way here so you see drier conditions as well, and temperatures will be a little bit more mild tomorrow, but we have another big warm up on the way that I'll talk about coming up.
Millions watched their Nest Cam, but this time Jackie needed some help off camera. Dramatic rescue and where she is healing tonight.
It's coming back to the
Ozark Empire Fair for one night only. The Hardee's Extreme Freestyle Bullfights. All the action happens Friday, August 7th, 7:30 p.m. at the Ozark Empire Fair. Don't miss the most insane, most intense event of the year, as the best freestyle bullfighters will go head-to-head with the meanest fighting bulls in the world. Kids tickets start at just $5, and adult tickets start at $10. Buy your tickets now at OzarkEmpireFair.com. The Hardee's Extreme Freestyle Bullfights, the most extreme event of the year.
Don't miss James River Television Sunday mornings at 6:30 a.m. here on KSPR. Hear inspiring messages from Pastor John Lindell that come directly from the Word of God and can be applied to your life. The best is yet to come.
Jardiance plays a role in my story, too. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well with Jardiance, a once-daily pill that helps lower my A1C. It works 24/7 in the body to flush out some sugar.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is a little pill with a big story to tell. And if you ask me, it's pretty swell.
Action! At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Well, it appears that Jackie, the bald eagle of California's Big Bear fame, hasn't had much fun over the past few days. So what's been going on? Well, many fans have noticed that Jackie hasn't been around for a bit, but the good news is it seems like she is found and making a recovery. Here's Danny New.
If you are familiar with bald eagles Jackie and Shadow of the internationally famous live stream from Friends of Big Bear Valley in California, you, along with their millions of fans, may have noticed that recently Shadow has been parenting their two eaglets by himself.
Well, since the fireworks, we haven't seen too much of Jackie. She did come to the nest on the 12th and seemed to be quite hungry.
Before I explain, let me first show you a picture that Friends of Big Bear says shows Jackie recovering at a rehabilitation facility. Okay, let's go back a few days to July 17th, when Friends of Big Bear says presumably Jackie was seen on the ground after not being seen much since the 4th. Reportedly, she was found there after getting in an altercation with two younger subadult eagles who apparently wanted her fish.
The fact that she was in a fight with a subadult and she couldn't just win, because Jackie, in her prime, for sure, she would not have had a problem with the subadult.
Well, Friday night, a rescue team with LA County Parks and Rec made the 2-hour trip to go rescue this eagle. The squad then shared these images online, which immediately were flooded with comments from Jackie's worried fans. One commenter writing, "That's her, no doubt," and went on to say, "I know her better than some of my own relatives."
We were able to do the rescue fairly quickly, as unfortunately the eagle looked pretty weak and pretty tired.
Late last night, Friends of Big Bear did share an update after speaking with Ojai Raptor Center, where they say Jackie has been transferred. They say she is weak and awaiting some test results, but has been alert, perching, and eating with assistance. Friends of Big Bear also went on to thank locals who, quote, stayed in the area where Jackie was basically grounded to keep an eye on her and make sure she was safe.
And now Jackie's fans have been donating to that facility, the Ojai Raptor Center, and the San Dimas Raptor Rescue Team that went out and found her.
All right, Paul's here now with a look at the news stories coming up in just a couple of minutes on KY3 News at 5.
Well, Lee, Mega Millions soars to a mega jackpot drawing tonight, so we're looking at how much state lotteries pay out in prize money and how much they keep. Plus, laid off staff and now angry advertisers. The new fallout from the Tri-Lake shutdown. We're on your side at 5.
Well, over the next couple of hours, temperatures gradually cooling off. We'll be in the mid-80s still by around 9 o'clock, and then overnight tonight cooling off nicely. We will drop back into the mid to upper 60s tomorrow morning, a little bit cooler north of I-44. Mostly clear skies, lighter winds coming in from the north, pushing in some drier air. Tomorrow will feel like a completely different season. We'll be in the mid 80s for highs for most. I'd say a little bit warmer in our northern and eastern counties than this model shows, but regardless, it's going to feel fantastic. We are looking at some rain chances though on the horizon again closer to the weekend. That'll time out coming up on KY3 News at 5.
A Los Angeles Lakers jacket found by a teen at a thrift store just sold at auction for almost $90,000. 19-year-old Quinn Brown first spotted the jacket in someone else's arms at Goodwill in Oregon. When that person changed their mind about buying it, Brown couldn't believe his luck. The jacket turned out to have been worn by Hall of Famer Wilt Chamberlain during the NBA Finals in 1972. It only cost him $3. Brown says he plans to take a vacation and will save or invest the rest.
That's amazing.
Good eye on that kid.
You can find some real treasures sometimes in those
Guess
stores.
who's going thrifting soon?
Yes, exactly.
That's news at 4. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, I'm Logan Martin with Mr. Dent Collision Repair. We've been utilizing KY3 and great digital media for the last 6 years. All the products they have to offer has really made it easy to guide new customers to our front door every day by the use of broadcast, paid social, YouTube, targeted ads. They have a full array of different channels and products to help guide customers to our door every day, and it's really made it a breeze.
To advertise with KY3, call us at 417-268-3000 or email us directly.
I can't believe Mom kept all this stuff. You know your mother. She kept everything, just in case.
I can hear her now. You never know when you're going to need it.
She always made sure we were prepared.
What do you mean?
Before she passed, she made sure we both had guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies. You know, just in case.
Always thinking about the future.
She wanted to make sure you'd be taken care of if anything happened to us. And I'm so thankful she did. The money has really helped a lot. You know, that cost of the funeral and all?
You got the money already?
Yeah, that's why we chose United of Omaha Life Insurance Company. The check got here fast, just like they said it would.
If you're age 45 to 85, you can't be turned down for up to $25,000 in life insurance from United of Omaha. Policies start at just $6.38 a month, and benefits could be paid in as little as 24 hours.
But with her health issues, how did she even qualify?
With these policies, health issues don't matter. We were so relieved.
Policies are available with no health questions, no medical exam, no blood tests.
Aren't those policies expensive?
No one kept a tighter budget than your mom. Policies start at less than $7 a month.
But do your rates go up every year?
Not with United of Omaha. She looked into that just in case. With their rate lock guarantee, our rate is locked in for life.
Policies start at just $6.38 a month. Your rate is locked in for life. The cost of a funeral can be $9,000 or more. With one call, you can give your loved ones the protection they need to help pay these costs. And unlike some policies, benefits are payable from the first day.
Your mom felt better knowing we'd have help. You should think about getting one too, just in case.
You're right. I guess I'm never too old to stop learning from my mother. I'll call, just in case.
Don't put off life insurance. Call United of Omaha today.
Call 800-676-5798. You can't be turned down. Call today to lock in your rates. 800-676-5798. That's 800-676-5798.
From the Alex Trebek stage at Sony Picture Studios, this is Jeopardy! Please welcome today's contestants. An analytics engineer from Cape Carteret, North Carolina, Joey Sisk. A writer and librarian from Valparaiso, Indiana, Grace Bierman. And our returning champion, a regulatory consultant from Kansas City, Missouri, Sam Ryan, whose one-day cash winnings total $23,000. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Ken Jennings.
Thank you, Johnny. Welcome back to Jeopardy. Yesterday's Game 13 proved to be an unlucky one for super champion Caleb Gruen, who was defeated in a runaway by our latest giant killer of season 42, Sam Ryan. After the game, Sam revealed that he had been the alternate contestant the previous week. He had seen a full week of Caleb Gruen dominance and said he still felt he had a chance to win. That's a good attitude and maybe good advice for our challengers, Grace and Joey. Welcome, good luck to all of you. Let's play Jeopardy! The categories in the first round are state borders up first, then education. We follow that with It's Alliterative, G songs, Avengers, Assemble. Sam, as a newly minted champion, you go first.
Let's do G songs for 6.
According to Cyndi Lauper's producer, Ms. Lauper initially didn't want to sing this song because it was written by a man. Grace.
What is Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
You're correct.
Avengers for 6.
Pierre Picot, betrayed by friends and falsely imprisoned in the 1800s, inspired this, called the ultimate revenge novel. Grace.
What is The Count of Monte Cristo?
That's it.
State borders for 8.
The only state it borders is New Hampshire. Joey.
What is Vermont?
No. Grace.
What is Maine?
Maine is right.
Assemble for 6.
Just What I Need from this home retailer probably includes its installation and, thank God, haul-away service. Sam?
What is Home Depot?
No. Grace or Joey? What is Wayfair? Grace, your selection.
Let's try It's Alliterative for 8.
On Christmas Day in 1997, it was Rodman DeKukoc who made a great catch and one of these buckets with 1.1 seconds left on the clock. Joey.
What is a buzzer beater?
You are correct.
G songs 800.
The Beach Boys sang of a woman giving me excitations in this song. Grace?
What is Good Vibrations?
Right.
Let's try Education for 8.
Though plenty of kids use these on their own, the LA Unified School Districts, named Ed and meant to be a friend to students, didn't work out. Sam?
What's an AI?
Can you...
What's an AI assistant?
That's correct, yes, a chatbot.
Let's do Education for 6.
It's now called Career Tech Education, but a 2009 bestseller about the value of hands-on work was titled This Class as Soulcraft. Sam?
What is Shop Class?
Yes.
Let's do G songs for 1,000.
This Paul Simon track begins, the Mississippi Delta was shining like a national guitar. Sam?
What is Graceland?
Good for 1,000.
Let's do Alliterative for 6.
It's the practice of doing just the basics at work without actually resigning. Grace?
What is Quiet Quitting?
Correct.
Avengers for 8.
Leontius overthrew Justinian II, mutilating him with rhinocopia, this. Justinian returned and used Leontius as a footstool. Rhinocopia is cutting off your enemy's nose. We don't do that so much anymore. Back to you, Grace.
Assemble for 8.
Answer, a daily double there. You're out in front early, Grace, with $3,400 to risk on this daily double.
Let's do 1,400.
All right, you'll have 4,800 if you're correct. The category is assemble. Here's the clue. Cardinals assemble, specifically to elect a new pope during one of these, from the Latin for with a key.
What is a conclave?
That's correct. You add to your lead. Select again, Grace.
Alliterative for 1,000.
A toy disc that was a precursor to the Frisbee had this planetary name and boasted It Flies and a scale model flying saucer. That was the Pluto platter. Back to Grace now.
State borders for 1,000.
Cornering the market on the U.S. Northwest, Washington State borders these two others. Grace.
What are Oregon and Idaho?
You're 2 for 2, yes.
Avengers for 1,000.
Are you unready for this English king? Massacring Danish settlers in 1002 set off invasions, and 11 years later, a Dane had his crown. Grace.
Who's Ethelred?
Ethelred the Unready, yes, but you are not unready. You came to play. You've got the lead by $5,000 at the first break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for more Jeopardy!
I didn't see any damage when I dropped off the car.
Rental car customers say AI scanners are detecting new dings and dents that they didn't cause.
Approximately 17 minutes after dropping it off, I received a notification that there was damage detected.
And drivers are getting some big bills.
You would think for $1,500 you would have noticed some kind of damage.
We investigate how to protect yourself when you rent. Watch Damage Dispute. Thursday night at 10, only on KY3.
Let's make this simple. Since 2019, politicians nearly doubled state spending. Amendment 5 changes our Constitution to stop overspending, passing $3,000 a year in savings on to average working families, closing tax loopholes, eliminating income taxes, cutting property taxes. Powerful lobbyists are lying to protect their loopholes. But the simple truth is, Amendment 5 is the biggest tax cut in Missouri history. Stop overspending, cut taxes. Simple. Vote yes on Amendment 5.
I'm Ryan Rook, husband of Lori Rook. She's running against that guy. He's been telling a lot of lies about my wife, so let me tell you about who she really is. My wife is an amazing Christian and mother to our 3 children. There is nobody, and I mean nobody, I would trust more to fight for our God-given freedom against the woke corporations and corrupt politicians running this state into the ground. I'm asking you to vote for the actual conservative fighter in the race for state senate, my wife, Lori Rook, on August 4th.
Catch a winning wave at Downstream Casino Resort with the $200,000 Boatin' USA giveaway. Make a splash on Sundays and Fridays in July, where you could play the Boatin' USA game for a chance to win up to $5,000 and 20,000 grand prize entries. Make sure you drop anchor on Friday, July 31st at 10:15 p.m. when one lucky guest takes home a brand new Landau pontoon boat. Life is better on a boat. Start your winning voyage at Downstream Casino Resort. Entries must be activated on the day of the drawing. Must be present with actual model and color made there. See Q Club for details.
Look who's behind Amendment 4's power grab. Politicians in the special interest who fund 80% of their campaigns put 4 on the ballot. They want to destroy your rights and citizen power to stop corruption or pass reforms when politicians refuse. 4 allows just 5% of statewide voters in one district to veto any citizen-led ballot measure. Don't surrender your power and rights to politicians and lobbyists. Vote no on 4. Keep citizens in charge.
Promotional consideration provided by Consumer Cellular. See how we can cut your bill.
Dave here is helping Consumer Cellular cut bills. Hey, Dave, what could you save switching 2 unlimited lines from Big Wireless?
Up to $600 a year.
Save up to half and get 2 unlimited lines for $30 each. Call Consumer Cellular.
Joey Sisk from Cape Carteret, North Carolina, is an analytics engineer by day, but a musician by night. And I'm told that Jeopardy has helped inspire your creative process with your band.
Yeah, so we're pushing to do more originals and fewer covers.
Okay.
And while I've been studying for Jeopardy, I've been coming across good nouns, old-time phrases, stuff like that. So our lead guitarist wakes up to a voicemail from me that's, hey, buddy, I got a song. It's a relationship song, but it uses Manifest Destiny and James K. Polk as an extended metaphor, and it's called 5440 or Fight.
I love this.
Yeah, it's a solid Jeopardy
coding.
Yeah.
They Might Be Giants did a James K. Polk song, but you could do the second best.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Oh, okay.
Grace Bierman is here from Valparaiso, Indiana, a writer and librarian who, while studying in Scotland, once learned about a new kind of insurance.
Yeah, so I was down at the beach at the Cheese Toasty Shack in St. Andrews, and they charge you £1 of seagull insurance.
What is seagull insurance?
So if the seagulls steal your sandwich, they'll replace it for free.
And did you get the seagull insurance?
Not the second time I went, which was a mistake because 2 different seagulls flew up and hit me in the head, and when I felt claws on my forehead the second time, I panicked and threw it away.
Oh no, I should have got seagull insurance.
True.
One of the all-time great regrets. Our champion is Sam Ryan, a regulatory consultant from Kansas City, Missouri. This is not your first attempt to get on Jeopardy, right, Sam?
I've been trying for over 20 years, and the closest I got until now was a college Jeopardy audition the summer after I was accepted into college.
Okay.
Realized on my way to the audition that I do not own any NYU apparel.
Oh.
So I was not able to order any in the nick of time. Thought about coming with duct tape NYU on my shirt, was discouraged from, and somehow did not make it on the show.
I'm sure it wasn't just the swag, but now do you own some good NYU swag?
I got a good hat.
There we go, you got a hat. Grace, it's your board. Make a selection for us.
Let's do education for 1,000.
Pennsylvania was well named in 2026 as the public school code was amended to mandate print, joined italics, and this handwriting. Joey.
What is cursive?
Cursive is back, baby.
Let's do a symbol, 1,000.
As a noun, it's a livestock enclosure. As a verb, it means to gather or collect. Sam.
What is corral?
Good for 1,000.
Let's do a symbol for 4.
Let's see if you can make the best call and put this poker hand together. Sam?
What's a straight?
It is a straight.
Let's do a symbol for 2.
In the Bible, and of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into this. Joey.
What is the ark?
Into Noah's Ark.
G songs for 4.
This potent, potably laid-back bop by Snoop D-O-double-G includes the line, with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Sam.
What is gin and juice?
Right.
G for 2.
In this song, Drake summons a higher power to tell a paramour he only loves his bed and my mama. I'm sorry. Joey.
What is God's plan?
That's the song.
Avengers 400.
A Union general, angry at Robert E. Lee's betrayal of the U.S., turned Lee's estate into what's now this landmark to ensure no return. Joey?
What is Arlington National Cemetery?
That's right.
State borders 600.
This state once bordered Pennsylvania, but after 1863, it no longer does. Joey?
What is Virginia?
Very good.
State borders 400.
A water border between these 2 states also surrounds Ellis Island. Sam?
What are New York and New Jersey?
You're correct.
State borders for 2.
Of California's 3 state borders, its one with this state is the longest. Sam?
What is Nevada?
Yes.
Alliterative for 4.
This dessert usually has cream cheese frosting, and the namesake ingredient is grated. Including raisins or pineapple is very polarizing. Grace?
What is carrot cake?
Got it.
Education for 4.
An 8-letter word, but a 4-letter word to some kids. In the flipped classroom model, it's done first, then class takes it further. Joey.
What is homework?
You do homework first, right.
Education 200.
A 2025 Supreme Court decision blocked the USA's first religious one of these publicly funded but privately run schools. Grace.
What is a charter school?
Right.
Alliterative for 200.
This sport will make its Olympic debut at the 2028 Summer Games. Ball carriers are tackled without contact. Grace.
What is flag football?
Yeah. Here's the final clue from Avengers. In 1813, this bloody, bloody future president avenged a Creek Indian attack with a slaughter in present-day Alabama. Joey.
Who is Jackson?
Andrew Jackson is correct. Grace is still in the lead, but a little narrower. Sam and Joey coming back. We'll see what happens in Double Jeopardy when it begins in a moment.
I didn't think I was at risk for shingles. I was 60 years old. I had a lot on my plate. I was truly caught off guard. It felt like a mountain lion bit me. I never received any relief from pain. It made me feel helpless. This is my shingles story.
With Endurance, you'll never pay out of pocket for car repairs again.
Wait, really? But does Endurance raise your rate the more claims you file?
No. Your rate stays the same no matter how many claims you file.
Visit EnduranceWarranty.com now for a free quote.
Every Sunday night, he can't sleep. But not this Sunday.
When you really need to sleep, ZzzQuil has no equal. Get the deeply restorative sleep you need. ZzzQuil, not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
What Lori Rook says and what she does are day and night different. The real Rook actively led a DEI seminar, opposes President Trump's educational freedom accounts and parental choice. Liberal record funded by dark money liberal groups. That's the real Rook.
Amendment 5, the politicians' tax shift scheme, hits seniors and those struggling financially hardest, with new taxes on services like doctor visits, in-home care, and rent, and allows tripling of sales taxes on necessities like groceries, prescription medicines, and even gas, with up to 80% of Missourians paying more in taxes. That's why 5 kills your right to vote on new taxes, and Amendment 4 destroys your power to do anything about it. Vote no on their 4 and 5. Keep citizens in charge.
Sizzle and save at Pinnaker Honda's summer sales event. Drive today with no payments for 90 days. Save at the pump in a Honda CR-V Hybrid Sport with 43 miles per gallon and rates as low as 2.49% APR. Need a truck? Get a new 2026 Honda Ridgeline with 1.99% APR or a $2,000 sales credit. Or lease a 2026 Honda Civic LX sedan for $279 a month. Plus, Honda certified models offer 1.99% financing. Let our family take care of yours at Pinnaker Honda.
When it comes to AI, things are moving fast. Massive profits, robots on the line, automated everything. It's immense power, and it could leave millions behind. Listen to Senator Josh Hawley.
Left to itself, artificial intelligence will not choose moral liberty. We must regulate.
artificial intelligence in the economy. We can be the party of the worker and the family and the small town, the party that remembers our commitment to justice for all.
Thank Josh Hawley for putting Americans first.
Cattleman Brad Pollitt is a no-bull kind of leader. As an America First conservative, Pollitt is committed to President Trump's fight for freedom. As a rancher, he knows the difference between a steer and a bull and will lead the fight to keep woke nonsense out of schools. Because when it comes to beating big city liberals,
can't be afraid to get your hands dirty.
By August 4th, vote conservative Brad Pollitt for state senate.
Curtis Trent wrote the law making Missouri first in the nation to end state taxes when selling your home, small business, or farm. Standing with President Trump to keep us safer, Curtis wrote the law allowing Missouri law officers to detain illegal immigrants. Curtis Trent, the proven conservative.
Closed captioning sponsored in part by...
The human brain is truly incredible. Prevagen is powered by apoaquarin and is designed for the brain to help keep it amazing. Prevagen, for your brain.
New Blue Buffalo Love Made Fresh. The superior nutrition you trust with fresh meatballs perfect as a meal or topper. It's our natural ingredients served fresh.
We're ready to kick off Double Jeopardy, and Joey the saxophonist will make the first selection, choosing from these categories. We have narrator of the novel at far left, followed by Hit the Sauce, Gates, Beyond the Sea, because every response here is found beyond the word sea alphabetically, British TV crime shows, and a category at the Art Institute of Chicago. Joey, what'll it be?
Narrator 1600.
A gamer in the year 2045, Wade Watts, who's also known by his avatar Parsifal. Grace.
What is Ready Player One?
That is the novel.
Let's do novel 1200.
Alex, speaking in a teenage slang called NADSAT, a mixture of Russian and Cockney English. Sam?
What is A Clockwork Orange?
You're correct.
Let's do Hit the Sauce for 16.
Finely chopped parsley and oregano give this Argentinian sauce for grilled meat its vibrant green color. Sam?
What is Chimichurri?
It is.
Hit the Sauce for 2.
Sweet and spicy, this increasingly popular Korean sauce gets its name from words for red pepper and paste. Grace?
What is gochujang?
Gochujang is right for 2000.
British crime shows for 16.
In Department Q, this actor plays Carl Mork, an Englishman wearily solving cases in Scotland. That's Matthew Good. Back to you, Grace.
British crime shows for 12.
This actor played John Luther, who catches murderers but unfortunately has demons of his own. Joey.
Who is Idris Elba?
Yes.
Narrator 2000.
The answer is a daily double for you, Joey. Still in third place, but you can make a move here. How do you feel about the narrator of the novel?
Let's do 2000.
All right, you'll have 6,200 if you're correct. Here's your clue. The remarkable Paul Boehmer, a young German soldier who witnesses the horrors of war.
What is All Quiet on the Western Front?
That is the book, yes. Very nice. You had $2,000, and it's still your board.
Let's go Beyond the Sea, 1600.
This frothy word is used to describe a light, bright shade of green. Sam.
What is seafoam?
Good.
Let's do Hit the Sauce for 12.
A gyro ain't nothing but a sandwich until you serve it with this creamy Greek yogurt and cucumber sauce. Grace.
What is tzatziki?
Right.
Gates for 16.
Skategate at the 2002 Winter Olympics led to 2 sets of golds being awarded in pairs figure skating to Russia and this country. Grace.
What is Canada?
Right again.
Art Institute 16.
Wife Joe Hopper's notes on this painting include interior of cheap restaurant, girl in red blouse eating sandwich. Grace.
What is Nighthawks?
That is the painting.
Art Institute 12.
You can see this Russian-born artist's painting of the Praying Jew, as well as his stained glass America windows. Grace?
Who's Chagall?
Yes.
Beyond the Sea 12.
The Academy is tight-lipped about how to be one of these at the Oscars. In 2026, Conan joked they were all Michael B. Jordan. Grace?
Who are seat fillers?
That's correct.
Gates for 12.
This 2025 ruckus involved the U.S. Secretary of Defense sharing sensitive military information via group chat. Grace?
What is Telegram Gate?
No. Sam or Joey? They were using Signal. What is Signal Gate? Back to you, Grace.
Art Institute for 2000.
A 2026 exhibition featured this French fauvist's Jazz, Rhythms in Color, a series of paper cutouts that he did in the 1940s. Grace.
Who's Matisse?
Very good. You had 2,000.
Beyond the Sea for 2,000.
This terrier, named for a Welsh estate, is said to be brave and spirited. That's a Sealyham Terrier. Back to you, Grace.
Novel for 800.
Chief Bromden, also called Chief Broom because he sweeps the psychiatric hospital. Joey?
What is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
That's right.
Let's Hit the Sauce, 800.
A sage butter sauce is a classic accompaniment to these Italian potato dumplings. Grace?
What are gnocchi?
Yes, gnocchi.
Crime Shows 2000.
The show's title tells us eccentric Horace Rumpole is a defense lawyer working here, the Central Criminal Court of England. Grace?
What is Rumpole and Bailey? Rumpole in Bailey?
No. Sam or Joey? It's called Rumpole of the Bailey because he's working at the Old Bailey. Back to you, Grace.
Gates for 2000.
Also known as Contragate, the Iran-Contra affair led to the resignation of this national security advisor. Haven't thought about him in a while. John Poindexter is his name. Back to Grace.
Art Institute for 800.
Any day that the museum is open is the perfect time to see his A Sunday on Le Grand Jatte. Sam?
Who's Matisse?
No. Grace?
Who's Seurat?
That's right.
Crime Shows for 8.
As the show Foyle's War begins, Detective Christopher Foyle is solving crimes on the home front during this conflict. Grace?
What is World War II?
Yes.
Beyond the Sea for 8.
Answer there is a daily double for you, Grace. You're having a great game and you're in the lead. How much do you want to risk on Beyond the Sea?
Let's try 10,000.
Okay, a big wager. We'll put this away. 29,200 if you're right. Here's your clue. Beyond the Sea. The Fourth Amendment shields privacy by barring this pair of unreasonable actions.
What are search and seizure?
You add $10,000. Wow. And it's still your board, Grace.
Let's do narrator for 4.
Of The Handmaid's Tale. Her. Joey.
Who is Alfred?
That's right.
Hit the sauce some more, 400.
Why not? Shoyu is simply the Japanese name for this. Sam.
What is soy sauce?
Right.
Art Institute for 4.
In 1930, Grant Wood earned a $300 prize, instant fame, and a permanent spot at the Art Institute with this iconic double portrait. Grace.
What is American Gothic?
Right.
Crime Shows for 4.
Superintendent Sandra Pullman and a team of retired cops crack cold cases on this show with a title about things you can't teach an old canine. Sam.
What are New Tricks?
That's the show.
Gates for 8.
In 2016, this kerfuffle resulted in a 4-game suspension for Tom Brady. Grace.
What is Deflategate?
Right.
Beyond the Sea for 4.
Nevada hometown of Harry Reid, or what a police helicopter uses to illuminate a suspect on the ground. Sam.
What's a searchlight?
Correct. The last clue comes to us from Gates. The OG of Gates, the Watergate scandal, began with a break-in at the offices of this organization. Sam.
What is creep?
No. Grace.
What is the Democratic National Convention?
Also incorrect. Joey? So close, Grace, but those were the offices of the Democratic National Committee. But you still have $30,000 and a big lead at the end of the game. Let's see what Final Jeopardy has in store. The category is the 20th century. Back with the clue before you know it. Stay tuned.
Why'd I go to the doctor? When my heart kept skipping a beat, I didn't think much of it. But my girls made me get checked out, and it made such a difference. Turns out, I have AFib, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you notice one or more of these symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did, and my girls are too.
This is no time to wait.
Before it reaches your skin, your water carries contaminants, such as chlorine and heavy metals. Jolie filters what you can't see. Beauty starts with clean water.
New Mr. Clean Magic Erasers make impossible possible. Just wet and squeeze and effortlessly cut through 100% of dirt, grease, and grime. So this is
100% possible.
They're upgraded and last 2 times longer to tackle more messes. It's not just clean, it's Mr. Clean.
Millionaire
is back, and the most brilliant minds in the world will not be here.
Don't take my word for it.
We have famous people instead playing for charity, and someone is bound to become a meme.
Are you going to be mad if I'm wrong?
No, the charity's mine.
The Emmy-winning Who Wants to Be a Millionaire premieres Wednesday on ABC.
Tonight, tracking severe storms, flash flooding, and destructive winds into the Northeast, and Tropical Storm Bertha taking aim at the Gulf Coast, plus the escalating war in Iran, the new threat that could drive oil and gas prices even higher. World News Tonight with David Muir is the #1 newscast in America.
Would you buy a life insurance policy if you knew your rate increased every 5 years? What if $9.95 a month bought you less than $1,000 in protection? Sadly, many policies that seniors buy today fail to mention this in their advertisements. You could buy a policy that might not give you enough coverage when you need it the most. Call now to receive free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life Insurance Company. The Senior Care Plan guarantees your rates cannot increase, your benefit will never decrease, there's no medical exam, and you will have lifetime coverage. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in whole life protection. With the Senior Care Plan, your coverage can start immediately, unlike other policies that don't give you full coverage for 2 years. By calling now, you'll lock in the lowest rate possible. Call now for your free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life. You have no obligation. Call now.
Here I am, field trip chaperone.
Before helping prevent migraine with Qulipta, it was hard keeping plans.
And look at me now.
You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making more zero migraine days possible to help give that forget-you-get migraine feeling.
Don't take if allergic. Stop taking and get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, lip, or tongue swelling, itching, or rash. Tell your doctor about increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes.
Ask your doctor about Qulipta to help prevent migraine.
This week on Cardinals Insider, it's a stacked lineup as we revisit some of the best segments from the first half of 2026. That's all on this week's Cardinals Insider.
Know before you go. Trust KY3 First Alert Weather.
We're headed back in time to the 20th century today for Final Jeopardy. This is the clue. Turning points in this event were the U.S. Navy boarding the Marukla and a cargo ship called the Kislovodsk altering its course. 30 seconds. Good luck. Joey Sisk has $7,400 as we come into Final Jeopardy. Will he add to it? He wrote down in cursive, which is coming back. What is the Cuban Missile Crisis? That is correct. The world on the brink of war in 1962. What did you wager, Joey? We'll add $1,300 to your score. You have $8,700 at the moment. Sam Ryan, the champ, was in second place with $8,600. Will he pull ahead of Joey into second? Does he have the Cuban Missile Crisis? He does. He wagered enough to put him in second, 6201, 14,801. But $30,000 in front of Grace Spearman. She's looking very good at the moment. Does she have the Cuban Missile Crisis? She's correct as well. She wagered another $2,000. Now a small wager after the big Daily Double. $32,000 makes her today's new Jeopardy champion. Congratulations, Grace. Thanks for joining us today on the Alex Trebek stage. We'll see you tomorrow.
Tonight, the breaking news right now, the threat of tornadoes.